with you with our second girls semifinal of the day. Kimball and Morrill facing off for a chance to take on Bridgeport tomorrow in the Western Trails Conference Championship game. Let's meet the starters for the visitors on the scoreboard. The Kimball Longhorns. Addie Olson, the Hastings College signee, leads the way as the senior in the starting lineup. Jaylee Bohach, the sophomore in there. Faith Bohach, the junior. Claire Cahotel. And then rounding things out with a senior as well, Jill Perry, the fifth player in that starting rotation for the Kimball Longhorns. As we shift our perspective to the Morrill side of the floor, the 2 seed in this tournament, coming off of a 53-27 win against Hemingford on their home floor last night. Ayla Pittman leads the way for the Lady Lions. Then Madison Carrizales, Claire Edwards, Michaela Dykes, and Caitlin Walker, the WNCC volleyball commit, is going to get pretty used to playing on this floor in the near future. Again, for Morrill, it's Pittman, Carrizales, Dykes, and Walker. And meanwhile, for the Bridgeport Bulldogs, also add Edwards in there. Meanwhile, for the Kimball Longhorns, it is Olson, Bohach, Hotel, and Perry rounding out the starting 5 for the Longhorns. Starting lineups being announced here at Cougar Palace. Bridgeport, as I just said, punched their ticket to take on the winner of this game tomorrow in the championship as they seek their 6th consecutive Western Trails Conference crown. Kimball rocking the black uniforms with red trim, white on the shorts as well. Morrill rocking the classic white home uniforms with yellow and blue trim, with blue lettering and letters outlined in yellow. Happy to have you along for the Western Trails Conference Tournament on KNEB TV as we're set to go. And facing off, it'll be Addie Olson alongside Caitlin Walker in the circle to begin this one. Morrill will work from left to right, Kimball from right to left. Walker and Olson face off to begin this contest, and it's tipped back as Morrill wins. Michaela Dykes at the controls for the Morrill Lions. Now Edwards has it. Edwards, right side. Dykes, bounce past Walker, free throw line, and a quick jump ball as Jill Perry comes crashing in to force it. That goes to the Kimball side of the floor, so Kimball will get the first real look offensively of this one. Addie Olson at the controls for Kimball. Working against the full court pressure of Morrill, and now intercepted, batted around. Carrizales and Perry get tied up, and it'll go right back to Morrill. 2 consecutive jump balls to begin this contest. So Walker to trigger it in now on the far side. Caitlin to Edwards. Edwards picks up her dribble. Thinking about a straightaway 3, she'll take it. Knocks it down to open up scoring. Claire Edwards, a trifecta. Now Claire Cahotel. Kimball back with the ball in their hands. Jaylee Bohach now runs into Claire Edwards. That's going to be a foul against Claire Edwards as she quickly picks up the first of the contest. So now Addie Olson to Jaylee Bohach after the foul. Joe Perry, middle of the lane, can't knock it down. Rebounded by Caitlin Walker, who elevates on the left block. Walker down the near side. Walker pumps the brakes, feeds left to Pittman, back to Edwards. Edwards right to Dykes. Now Walker fakes left, now drives right. Towards the hoop she goes, won't fall off the front of the tin, and that ball poked away, last touched by the Morrill Lions. To Kimball it goes. Faith Bohach will trigger it in on the Kimball side of the Morrill side of the floor to Jaylee Bohach. Now Perry has it in the front court as the defense retreats. Addie Olson thought about a college 3, pulls it back. Left side Joe Perry now. Perry working against Dykes. Dribbles right, now Olson. Olson wide open, look at a college 3. Swirls out of the cylinder, rebounded by an elevating Caitlin Walker. Walker working against Perry, feeds Carrizales. Carrizales, Edwards. Defender's about to collapse, now Ayla Pittman. Back to Carrizales. Pittman now, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Dykes uses her dribble, now Edwards. Edwards works right, bounce past Pittman. Pittman trying to feed it back to Edwards. Caitlin Walker cleans it up. Inside of 10 seconds, Dykes in the far corner working against Faith Bohach, trying to get by, and she stepped on the line, on the baseline. Turnover Morrill, back to Kimball it goes. Jaylee Bohach, make it Faith Bohach. That pass intercepted by Edwards. Bounce pass Dykes. The righty from the lefty from the right side is fouled by Faith Bohach as she picks up her first foul. That'll send Michaela Dykes to the line for the first time today. First time on either side. Michaela Dykes on the season, 67% from the charity stripe. Dykes fires her first, can't knock it down, spit out to the right. As Grace Moore, the hero for about 5 seconds in last night's game, hit the three to take the lead for Kimball before Gordon Rushville came down and tied the game and sent it to overtime. She enters, Dykes second on the way, spit out to the right side. Ball batted around, last touched by, looks like it's gonna be Jaylee Bohach was able to throw that off of Pittman on the near side, so it'll go to the Kimball Longhorns. Jaylee Bohach now will trigger it in after tracking it down. Gets it to Grace Moore. Near side, Jaylee Bohach now. Bohach fires one with a softball throw to Faith Bohach. Goes off of her hands and taken away by Carrizales. Walker working against Grace Moore. Ball loose in the backcourt. Walker scoops it up. Walker up the floor to Carrizales. Madison pumps the brakes, gets it to Edwards. Pittman now. Pittman bounce past Walker on a short entry to the free throw line. Turnaround jumper on the way, won't fall. Addie Olson elevates for the rebound. Caitlin Walker going to be called for her first foul after grabbing the arm of Addie Olson. Allison Ott will now enter for the Morrill Lions. She'll take the place of Michaela Dykes. Sophomore for senior swap. Addie Olson has it after Faith Bohach finds her. Working against Claire Edwards. Going for the ball is Edwards. She lost it, and they're going to say that Addie Olson is the last to touch that ball. She just lost her footing working against Edwards. So turnover for Kimball. Morrill gets it back. So Claire Edwards now. Left side, Carrizales. Carrizales, Ott. Ott drives. Now Walker. Carrizales into the corner, Edwards. Edwards, bounce past Carrizales, cutting to the basket. Just has to throw it towards the iron, won't go. And now that ball going to be last touched by Caitlin Walker, turnover Morrill. Into the contest for Kimball, that's going to be Jayla Graves, excuse me. So Jayla Graves enters, and Addie Olson triggers in from the far side. Jaylee Bohach has it. Addie Olson now up the far side for Kimball. Loses it, and they're going to say she lost it again. So another turnover for Kimball as we go back to the Morrill side of the floor. Scoring at a premium early on at Cougar Palace in this second semifinal. Winner to take on Bridgeport tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the championship game. Right side Pittman. Pittman surveys. Now left side Carrizales. Carrizales blocked away by Bohach. Jaylee comes down with it. So Kimball to offense after the blocked three by Jaylee Bohach. Bohach flips back to Olson. Olson back to Bohach. Jaylee Bohach flings a three, left it to the right. That ball going to be rebounded. Addie Olson just inside the arc. Near side Bohach. Bohach, they'll work it around the horn. Clarica Hotel thought about a three, won't take it. Batted away by Pittman. Pittman steals it away. Finds Claire Edwards on an outlet. Edwards driving to the basket. Two defenders in her face. Can't convert at point blank range. And Graves going to come away with the rebound for Kimball to get it back to their side. Olson, left side. Tie up underneath the basket. Now Clarica Hotel again. Right side, Jaylee Bohach surveys. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Addie Olson. Now Grace Moore will fire a straightaway three. Can't knock it down, and Claire Edwards will track down the rebound at the free throw line for Morrill. Left side, Ayla Pittman gets it back to Claire Edwards. Edwards left side, Carrizales. Carrizales to Pittman. Pittman lobs it to Walker at the free throw line. Walker caught between two defenders. Grace Moore tied up with her. It's going to go back to the Kimball side of the floor. Joe Perry back in the contest alongside Michaela Dykes as Madison Carrizales exits alongside Grace Moore on the Kimball side. 3-0 still your score. No point scored since the opening three by Claire Edwards on the Morrill side of things. Jaylee Bohach drives from the right side of the lane, knocks it down, does Jaylee Bohach. Left side, Michaela Dykes. Dykes, left side, Ayla Pittman. Pittman into the corner, Dykes. Dykes catch and release lefty three, can't knock it down, scuffs the side of the 10. Perry on the rebound. Bohach now, left side, Addie Olson. Olson kicks back to Bohach. Right side, Hautel. Hautel back to Bohach. Bohach, Olson, just playing patty cake on the perimeter. Now Olson will drive, loses it herself. And now she'll turn around, fling a three. Addie Olson can't convert, ball poked around. Rebounded by Hautel. Hautel's putback won't fall. Claire Edwards sneaks underneath the hoop to get that rebound. Edwards now in transition. Edwards down the right side. Bounce pass across the lane, and a block going to be called against Clarica Hautel, her first foul. Two team fouls apiece for both these teams. Dykes to Walker, to Edwards, to Dykes, trying to get a look in the corner, and a push going to go against Graves, who will pick up her first foul as she tried to get through Caitlin Walker on the screen. Another foul on the Lady Longhorns, this time for 13, Graves. Now Michaela Dykes from the baseline to trigger it in for Morrill. Quickly gets it in. Walker has it batted away, back in her hands. Now they're working around the horn, back to Dykes. Dykes catch and release three on the way. Knocks it down from the left side. Michaela Dykes lifts one. Second three for Morrill, the only way they've scored so far. Jaylee Bohach pumps the brakes, feeds Graves. Graves step through move from the right side, can't convert, and Pittman rips down the rebound, and a foul going against Joe Perry. As she got tied up on the rebound with Pittman. So first foul for Joe Perry in the contest. And now a timeout for Kimball, 30-second timeout. We will keep it right here. So Kimball uses the first timeout on either side in this contest. Let's preview some of the games we have coming your way after this. Of course, this is your last girls semifinal of the day. After this, it's Kimball and Mitchell, the 1 seed, facing off against the 5 seed. And then your nightcap is the Bridgeport Bulldogs against Hemmingford. Bridgeport rolled over Morrill yesterday, 87-4. Hemmingford had to survive a thriller with 6 seed Gordon Rushville, 56-53. So out of the timeout, Kimball will have it, 35 seconds on a fresh shot clock. Less than 2 minutes to go in this first quarter of action. For Morrill, it's Edwards, Walker, Ott, Pittman, and Dykes. And excuse me, it's Morrill ball out of the timeout. So Walker flings it down the floor to Dykes. Just avoiding the backcourt pressure of Perry altogether by doing so. Edwards taking her time with it, looking for the right look. Right side, Allison Ott. Back to Edwards. Bounce pass on an entry to Walker. Walker turnaround jumper at the free throw line. Swirls out of the cylinder, poked away. Last touch by Kimball will stay with Morrill. So Morrill once again from the baseline. Will survey with Dykes. Dykes gets it out to Edwards beyond the arc to set up the offense. Pittman surveys. He just hands back to Ott. Now Dykes. Dykes, Edwards. Edwards picks up her dribble, feeds Walker on the left side, runs into 2 defenders, blocked away by Hautel. Second chance now for Walker, can't get it to go. Addie Olson rips down the rebound for Kimball. Pushing tempo down the floor is Addie Olson, almost has her pocket pick. Now will fire a college three, left it off to the right. It's an air ball that'll touch the pine on the way down and nothing else. 6-2 your score. Grace Moore into the contest as Addie Olson will take a seat. So Morrill back to offense. Grace Moore will apply the midcourt pressure. Edwards fakes left, now passes right to Ott. Ott looks inside, gets it to Edwards. They're working around to Dykes. Dykes, Edwards. Ott just working around the perimeter, looking for a look. Walker now free throw line, tied up with Graves, and that is going to be a travel against Caitlin Walker for the turnover for Morrill. And now Emma Hayward will check into the contest for Caitlin Walker. So 6-2 remains your score. Jaylee Bohach has it on the lob from Hautel. Right side, Graves working against Hayward. The freshman steps through, and they're going to say a travel going to be called against Morrill. So Madison Carrizal is back into the contest, takes the place of Claire Edwards. Dykes at the controls, now Ott. 4 seconds between shot and game clock. Ott now drives inside from the right side. Ott can't convert on the shot, but will come to the line for 2. So that foul belongs for Kimball. It's the freshman, Jayla Graves, picking up her second. So Ott to the charity stripe for the first time today. Allison's first is off to the right. Addie Olson will re-enter for Kimball, taking the place of Graves. Ott 43% on the season from the free throw line. Will get set to fire her second. Can't knock down the pair, ripped out of the sky, Addie Olson right underneath the hoop. So Addie Olson at the controls for Kimball as they return to offense. Grace Moore now on the near side. Into the corner, Addie Olson. Defense quickly collapses. Now she'll drive baseline. 2 defenders await her. Straight away, Joe Perry won't take the 3. Now drives inside, bounce pass down low to Jaylee Bohach, who converts at the rim. So Jaylee Bohach, 4 points in the first quarter, all of Kimball's points. And now Michaela Dykes flings one towards the hoop, just touches the front of the tin, and sends us to the second quarter. Kimball leads it. Make that Morrill leads it 6-4 here on KDV TV.
Are you tired of being tired? Sweet Dream Sleep in Gering is ready to help you wake up feeling refreshed. Dr. Brittany Meyer provides consultation for both children and adults to identify sleep disorders such as sleep apnea, insomnia, periodic limb movement, and more. Dr. Meyer and her nurse practitioner manage treatment with follow-ups using in-person office visits and telemedicine to navigate insurance requirements. No referral is necessary. Sweet Dreams Sleep Services. Better sleep, better health.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scottsbluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least 1 float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and reach.
Back with you for the second quarter in a low-scoring affair. Morrill and Kimball facing off. Morrill will have the ball to begin the second quarter. Michaela Dykes will trigger it in. Claire Edwards waiting the inbound. Edwards, Grace Moore waits her across the timeline. Edwards almost loses it, scoops it up. Now it's going to be a travel called on Claire Edwards to begin the second quarter for Morrill. So now Addie Olson. Jaylee Bohach drives right side, can't get it to go on a floater, rebounded by Michaela Dykes. Now near side Walker, it's going to be last touch by Addie Olson, so Morrill will keep it on the near side. So Walker to trigger it in to Edwards, left side now Carrizales. Carrizales, long college 3 on the way, can't knock it down, rebounded, fought for. And now we're going to have a jump ball that belongs to Kimball.
Jump ball goes to the Lady Longhorns.
So Olson surveys, gets it into Joe Perry. And now Perry will have to dribble with it. Far side, Addie Olson pumps the brakes across midcourt. She now surveys. Flings it up for Jaylee Bohach on the right block. Up and under from Jaylee. Can't convert. Walker on the rebound for Morrill. Far side. Carrizales off of her fingertips. Pass intended from Walker. Goes into the Kimball bench. As these teams trading turnovers like Halloween candy the night of. 6-4 your score. Jaylee Bohach has it. Got past Michaela Dykes. Hottel now has it. Driving, right side, step through, middle of the lane, trickles through. Clarica Hottel's first 2 points ties us up for the first time in this contest. Ayla Pittman. Pittman flips back to Dykes. Dykes to Edwards. Left side, Carrizales. Carrizales, Edwards. Dykes. Dykes. Pittman. Pittman kicks into the corner, Carrizales. Carrizales bounce pass to a cutting Ayla Pittman. She's going to get tied up if she doesn't pull this ball through, and now it's taken away by Kimball. Jaylee Bohach pumps the brakes. Clarica Hottel now. Hottel to Grace Moore. Now jumper from Addie Olson. Can't knock it down off the inside of the cup. Joe Perry elevates for a rebound. Dishes to Hottel, and Hottel gives Kimball their first lead of the afternoon. Kimball's first lead. Morrill now looking for offense. Dykes. Slow developing plays for Morrill. Ayla Pittman, right wing. Now Carrizales. Carrizales to Dykes. Dykes won't take the shot. Now Carrizales will from the right wing. Rattles the iron. Falls into the hands of Jaylee Bohach. Walker pokes it away and keeps it alive. Edwards, Carrizales. It's a mess. Pittman fires a three. Hangs it high. Leaves it long. Scooped up by Hottel on the rebound. Right side, Joe Perry. Down low, Jaylee Bohach. Bohach against Walker. Flings it over the side of the iron and through. Kimball rolling now here in the second quarter, and a timeout on the floor. 10-6 your score. 30 seconds to make that a full timeout. We'll step aside. Kimball leading Morrill 10-6 on KNEB TV.
Yard work. Your friends at Tri-City Stormwater wants to remind you of the proper way to dispose of fallen leaves. Leaves make great mulch for trees and bushes and compost for future gardens. The city also has yard waste bins, so they can dispose of all your leaves at the city compost facility. Always keep your leaves out of the gutters. Not only do they cause clogging and flooding, they can pollute our waterways by causing nutrient overload. So keep your yard looking good and your drinking water safe, because it's our water, our responsibility.
After a 30-second timeout by Morrill, we're back with you in the second quarter. 10-6 your score. Kimball got their first lead a couple of minutes ago, and now starting to add on. Lead it by 4. As Morrill will have it out of the timeout. Dykes to Edwards to begin this possession for the Lions. Dykes, right side Ott. Ott in the corner against Hottel. Drives, poked away. It'll stay with Morrill underneath their own basket as Michaela Dykes will trigger it in. Carrizales' quick release jumper rolls over the iron. Addie Olson elevates for the rebound. 10-6 remains your score. Morrill looking for their points. Left side, Grace Moore. Moore, Joe Perry. Back to Moore. Now Graves, check that, not Graves. That's Chesley in the corner. Right side, Perry. Perry drives, spin move, bounce pass. Chesley converts at point blank range. Carson Chesley's first 2 for the sophomore. Morrill now, back at the controls. Dykes to Edwards. Back to Michaela Dykes, back to Edwards. Instead it'll be Carrizales. Allison Ott into the corner, Edwards. A lot of action under the hoop right now for Morrill as they now settle in offensively. Edwards, Dykes, back to Edwards, bounce pass, Walker. Walker from the left block, can't convert. Ott gets the rebound, she's fouled as she goes up. She'll come to the line for 2 more. Look like Addie Olson the foul, see if that's true, it is. Addie Olson picks up her first foul for Morrill, or for Kimball. And now a discussion with all 4 Morrill Lions back at their bench as Allison Ott comes to the line. Allison fires her first, that one spit out. Edwards exits, Pittman enters on the substitution for Morrill. Ott back to the line, fires, falls through on the second. 1 for 4 in the contest so far is Allison Ott from the line. Moore into the corner to Hottel. Hottel almost loses it, she will lose it, and it'll go back to the Morrill side. So Caitlin Walker now has the duties of triggering it in near side. See if Morrill changes up anything offensively after the huddle with all 4 players other than the free throw shooter, possession to go. Pittman surveys, bounce pass, Dykes. Dykes to Pittman. Carrizales. Carrizales. Ott. Dykes. Dykes to Pittman. Kimball defense flowing with things right now. Ott gets underneath a defender from the left side. She's hacked on, and she'll come to the line for a 3rd time in this first half as Clarica Hotel picks up her 2nd, I believe. That is the case. Clarica Hotel's 2nd foul. And so Allison Ott back to the line for a 2nd time in this period. 3rd time in the tournament. Ott knocks down the first. Edwards back in for Madison Carrizales, as Graves will enter as well for Kimball. Takes the place of Grace Moore, also into the contest with Jaylee Bohach re-entering. Kimball going with a taller lineup right now. Ott's 2nd of 2 on the way. Can't knock down the 2nd. Can't track down her own rebound. Jaylee Bohach comes away with it. Now her pocket pick is Pittman. Now she'll fall down and lose the ball, so Kimball gets it right back, and in a mess of things, it'll end up being Morrill basketball after all of that. So Walker now will have it. Edwards, left side, Dykes. Dykes back to Edwards. Dykes, bounce pass, Ott. Tracks it down after it was almost poked away. Pittman snags one. Now Edwards. Edwards, spin move, back to Pittman. Pittman, catch and release shot, left it long, and that ball poked around and eventually rebounded by Morrill, wide open, left block. Walker can't convert from the left side. Caitlin Walker silenced so far in this first half. Olsen, Bohach, back to Olsen. Addie Olsen working against Edwards. Uses her dribble, feeds down low, off the hands of Chesley, gets it across to Graves, who is fouled. So Graves will come to the line, see who the foul belongs to for Morrill. So Michaela Dykes picks up her first, as Graves goes to the line for the first time today. Fires her first, spit out to the left. Faith Bohach re-enters for Chesley. So Jayla Graves now back to the line for her 2nd. Graves fires her 2nd, knocks it down. First points of the contest for Jayla Graves. 5-point advantage, Kimball. Edwards, Pittman. Pittman, bounce pass, Walker. Walker underneath, can't convert again at point blank range. Now she's gonna get tied up and it'll be going to the Morrill side of the Kimball side of the floor. Addie Olsen will trigger it in. Olsen flings to Bohach. Jaylee now near side against Carrizales. Addie Olsen at the controls. Perry now has it. Left side, Faith Bohach. Faith back to Joe Perry. And that'll be a travel on Joe Perry as her feet were not set from straight away. So Morrill back at it as they head to their offensive side of the floor, which hasn't led to a whole lot of offense so far through nearly 2 quarters. Edwards just flings one towards the hoop. It's poked around. Walker now has it. After her rebound, her putback won't fall again, as Caitlin Walker yet to find the hoop still through nearly 2 quarters. That's going to have to be the difference maker for Morrill. Caitlin Walker is going to have to find something down low. Now Perry has it. Perry, Olsen. Near side, Faith Bohach. Back to Olsen. 14 seconds on shot clock. Joe Perry corner, back to Olsen. Perry, Olsen just playing patty cake right now with the ball. Now, jumper on the way for Olsen, misses left and rebounded by Allison Ott for Morrill. Caitlin Walker is going to be fouled by Addie Olsen, who got in her way. and couldn't get out of the way in time. Checking into the contest for Kimball, Aubrey Sulik. And Michaela Dykes enters for Claire Edwards. So Sulik into the contest for Kimball. Right side, Ott. Pittman. Pittman back to Carrizales. Carrizales to Dykes. Dykes poked in the sky and headed for Ott, poked away. Looks like Graves was there. So Walker on the far side, 24 seconds on the shot clock. Carrizales almost loses it, keeps it. Now needing some spacing is Morrill. Addie Olson has it, now going the other way. Michaela Dykes in tow. Olson from the right side, can't convert from point blank range. Now Sulik kicks it back out to Olson after the rebound. Olson almost lost it again. Now in the hands of Jaylee Bohach. Her mid-range jumper is straight through the cylinder. Jaylee Bohach, 8 of Kimball's points today. Walker, Ott, straight down the middle. She's fouled. Even if the buckets aren't falling for Morrill, the free throws of Allison Ott are almost all they have right now. So Allison Ott with a third chance here in the second quarter, as that foul for Kimball goes against Faith Bohach. So Ott fires her first, can't knock it down. Second on the way, also misses. Walker tried to come down with the rebound, poked out of her hands, and Jaylee Bohach comes away with it. Jaylee Bohach, Addie Olson now. Olson into the corner, Faith Bohach. Faith Bohach flips it to Jaylee Bohach. Her point blank jumper won't fall. Now rebounded by Graves at the buzzer, can't get it to fall. And we head to the half in a low scoring affair, 15-8. In this Western Trails Conference semifinal featuring Kimball and Morrill. We'll step aside when we come back, round up the numbers about halfway through the half. Once again, Kimball leads it 15-8 here on KNB TV.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
You deserve to have a building that will last for generations. With more than 110 years of experience and thousands of satisfied customers, Morton Buildings is the industry leader you can trust. If you're planning for a garage, farm shop, horse barn, storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, there's no better time to buy. Contact your local Morton sales office or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started today.
I would definitely recommend Allo's business services to other companies. Allo's next-gen firewalls have allowed us to tie 6 physical locations together along with numerous remote employees to produce and collaborate and generate content for our local radio group. It is very important for Nebraska Rural Radio Association to have the best in internet and phone service. We rely upon that every single day. Allo provided me with a solution that fit our needs. They have a quality product, great technical support, and a local presence in their community.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Fox Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Back with you at the half in this girls semifinal, our last girls game of the day. Morrill and Kimball battling for a chance to take on Bridgeport tomorrow in the championship game. Kimball leading it at this mark in a very low scoring affair. Leading the way for Kimball on the stat sheet, Jaylee Bohach has 8 points, and it's 4 points for Claire Cahotel, 2 for Carson Chesley, and a single for Jayla Graves. And then on the Morrill side of things, 3 apiece for Claire Edwards and Michaela Dykes, both of those coming in the first quarter. In the second quarter, all they got was 2 free throws from Allison Ott, who has been to the line on 5 different trips so far. In that first half, only came away with 2 points. Did Morrill at the free throw line in that first half of action. Again, at the half, it's 15-8. Kimball over Morrill. We're back with the second half of action after this on KNEB TV.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the very best. At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital. Exceptional care right here at home.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
Are new windows from Renewal by Andersen a great investment? You're darn right they are. Did you know that for less than your cable bill or cell phone bill each month, you could have new windows from Renewal by Andersen right now? Do the math. Renewal by Andersen windows will likely cut your energy bills significantly. They will likely substantially increase the value of your home. They're a great investment. Please contact our team now and ask about our fantastic financing options with approved credit right now. Renewal by Andersen, a great investment? You're darn right.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Trey Harmon back with you. Second half of action just about underway. To begin the second half of action on the floor for Kimball, it's Hottel, Addie Olson, Perry, Bohach, and Bohach. It'll be Morrill basketball now working right to left to begin the second half from our vantage point as Madison Carrizales, Claire Edwards, Caitlin Walker, Ott, and Pittman enter the floor to begin the second half of action for the Morrill Lions. Happy to have you along as the second half now underway. Morrill looking for some offense, mustering just 8 points in the first half. Walker has it after throwing it into the side of the iron. Now Edwards flings it. Now Walker near side of the floor. Gets it to Carrizales, working it around. Now it's Edwards. Edwards, mid-ranger, can't fall through the hands of Perry on the rebound. And now goes to Hottel after Bohach was able to track it down. And now Claire Edwards strips the ball away from Hottel, trying to go the other way. Edwards, and it's going to be an offensive foul as Claire Edwards lowers the shoulder. So Edwards picks up her second.
Foul number 13, Claire Edwards, that's her second.
Good job, Claire.
So Addie Olson will trigger it in. Morrill still looking for their first real bucket since the first quarter. Bohach. Left side, Addie Olson. That's not to say Kimball's been an offensive powerhouse either, but Jaylee Bohach has been the answer for them so far. That ball goes out of play. Will stay with Kimball underneath their hoop. So Kimball will now go with a stack look right in front of the inbounder and Jaylee Bohach. Bohach surveys, gets it to Perry. Perry, right side, Olson. Olson, left side, Perry. Work it around the horn, Hottel. Hottel, Olson. Olson, long three on the way. Knocks it down from the right wing. Addie Olson pumps her fist, her first bucket in the contest. 18-8. Edwards, Pittman. Down low, Ott ran into by Perry. That'll be a foul on Joe Perry. So Joe Perry will pick up her second. And once again, Allison Ott at the charity strike for Morrill. Actually, no shot. They're going to take that underneath the hoop, excuse me. So Pittman will trigger it in. Bounce pass to Carrizales. Carrizales takes one dribble. Now feeds it back. Pittman poked away. Still alive. Walker corrals. Walker works left. Now feeds right down low to Ott. And it's going to stay alive with Ott. Edwards on a bounce pass to Pittman to reset. Back to Edwards, who drives baseline. Edwards looking for separation, runs into Bohach, and a block going to be called on Jaylee Bohach. So Jaylee will pick up her first of the contest, second team foul for Kimball.
Foul number 15, Jaylee Bohach, that's her first.
So Walker works it around the horn. Now it's Edwards and Ott. Ott. Carrizales. Defenders collapse. Long two on the way, rolls over the iron. And Faith Bohach rips down the rebound. Now Addie Olson. Olson, Perry. Left side. Faith Bohach from the left side, can't convert. Poked around, and Kimball keeps it alive. Addie Olson, same spot, can't knock down a second three. Edwards with the rebound for Morrill. Edwards keeps it alive near side. Into the corner, Carrizales, and a foul against Jaylee Bohach, who runs into Carrizales. So Caitlin Walker will trigger in for Morrill. Emma Hayward and Michaela Dykes will enter for Pittman and Carrizales on the Morrill side of the floor. Offense still at a premium in this contest. Edwards has it. Walker down low, cutting Dykes. Dykes can't convert at point blank range. Bohach rips down the rebound, and Perry feeds it to Bohach to bring it down the floor. Jaylee at the controls. Passes left to Hautel. Clarica surveys. Bounce pass to a cutting Bohach, goes between her legs. Still loose on the floor, and eventually Michaela Dykes is going to lead to a jump ball. She gets tied up with a Kimball player. That'll stay with Kimball on their side. So Jaylee Bohach, hoop to her right. Bohach, outside Perry. Perry, head fake, now drives, point blank range, can't convert from the middle of the lane, poked away, and it goes out of play. Stays with Kimball. Now Perry underneath has it, can't convert. Addie Olson crashes for the rebound. She's fouled on the putback. See who it is for Morrill as Ayla Pittman gets set to check back in. It looks like it was Claire Edwards picking up her third. So Addie Olson to the line for Kimball. Addie Olson, first chance at the charity stripe, fires her first and rattles it through. Pittman checks back in, takes the place of Emma Hayward. So Olson back for her second. Olson can't convert the second. Jaylee Bohach rips down the rebound and throws it through the iron. Jaylee Bohach, first double-digit scorer in this game, has 10 on the mark. Walker now loses it, has it stolen away by Moore, who feeds Olson to bring it up the floor. Olson, Moore, just working it around the horn right now, looking for offense and separation. Addie Olson, right wing, has made a three from here, but defender in her face won't take it. Now Claire Edwards gonna get a steal and take it the other way. Edwards working against Hautel. Edwards underneath, and that's going to be a foul against Clarica Hautel. So Hautel picks up the foul. And now Addie Olson a little gimpy too. So Clarica Hautel picks up her third. Addie Olson works her way back to the Kimball bench. Claire Edwards at the line. Edwards can't convert her first. Graves will enter as Addie Olson gets some attention on the bench. Cheyenne Spoor enters for Morrill as well during that. Edwards second on the way, can't convert. Hautel tracks down the rebound. Right side, Hotel just beyond the arc, into the corner, Bohach down low to Jaylee Bohach. Faith feeds Jaylee, and we're going the other way as it goes off of Jaylee Bohach. Carrizales back into the contest, takes Claire Edwards' place. Michaela Dykes now, Carrizales near side for Morrill. Back to Dykes, right side. And double dribble going to be called on Allison Ott on the far side. A sloppy game to say the least so far through 2.5 quarters of play. Feels like Kimball's in front by 40 the way this game's playing out offensively. See if Morrill can find an answer or if Kimball can start to pull away on this possession. And 3 seconds called against Kimball, so another turnover. So Morrill gets it back after another turnover by Kimball. Dykes crosses midcourt for Morrill. Carrizales, Dykes. Carrizales, 3 on the way for Madison. Swirls out of the cylinder, rebounded by Faith Bohach on the right block. Jaylee Bohach directs traffic. Feeds to Grace Moore in the corner. Moore, bounce pass. Hotel's jumper, won't go. Batted away, out of play, kept alive, and Carrizales will have it. Carrizales loses it in the backcourt, tracks it down, gets it to Pittman. Ott now. Pittman, Dykes. Bounce pass, down low, Spoor, Cheyenne. Spoor can't convert on the right block. Bohach with the rebound for Kimball. Hotel left side. Addie Olson waiting to check back into this contest, a good sign, cheering on her teammates from just beside the scorer's table. Hotel bounce pass Graves. Graves left side converts. Jayla Graves' first field goal, 23-8 Kimball. Bounce pass Cheyenne Spoor. Now on the way, won't go for Pittman as it hits the wire and sends us back to the Kimball side of the floor. Caitlin Walker, Claire Edwards alongside Addie Olson on the Kimball side into the contest for Jaylee Bohach. And a timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. We step aside. Kimball leading 23-8 on KNB TV.
Sweet Dream Sleep in Gering is ready to help you wake up feeling refreshed. Dr. Brittany Meyer provides consultation for both children and adults to identify sleep disorders such as sleep apnea, insomnia, periodic limb movement, and more. Dr. Meyer and her nurse practitioner manage treatment with follow-ups using in-person office visits and telemedicine to navigate insurance requirements. No referral is necessary. Sweet Dreams Sleep Services. Better sleep, better health.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scottsbluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least 1 float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug.
Back with you at WNCC. Happy to have you along for this WTC basketball tournament. Second girls semifinal of the day. Winner goes on to take on Bridgeport in the championship game tomorrow at 5 p.m. Olson to Moore to begin this possession for the Longhorns. Moore now brings it up the floor. Grace Moore, crossover move, floater blocked away by Pittman, and a foul on Ayla Pittman. So Ayla picks up her first, and Grace Moore will come to the line.
Foul number 5 for the Lady Lions, Ayla Pittman. That's her first.
So Grace Moore, the hero for all of 10 seconds last night after hitting the go-ahead 3, knocks down her free throw. Kayla Dykes exits, Madison Carrizales is in. Grace Moore now to fire her second. With the right hand, she can't knock it down. Ball batted around, still loose on the floor. Grace Moore comes away with it, and that's going to be a travel on Grace Moore. She caught a roll in there. Edwards at the controls for Morrill. Brings it to the corner. Brings it back, and that ball's going to go out of play. Stays with Morrill. Last touch by Grace Moore. Walker to Pittman on the baseline, back to Walker. Caitlin Walker silent so far in this contest. Now this ball's going to be tracked down by Claire Edwards. Carrizales throws it right into the hands of Grace Moore. Addie Olson driving around Edwards underneath the basket, and there's going to be a foul called against Carrizales. So Madison Carrizales will pick up her first. That puts team fouls at 4 apiece with a minute and a half to play in the third quarter. As Grace Moore will now trigger it in. Grace Moore feeds it up top to Addie Olson, right wing. Straight away, Hottel. Back to Addie Olson. Now feeding Grace Moore, cutting at the free throw line. Her jumper on the way, left it short, batted around, and an offensive foul going against Graves. She picks up her third. And we're going to the other side of the floor because now Morrill has bonus free throws. So Ayla Pittman has a chance to add on here. Looking for her first points of the day. Plenty of chances for Morrill at the free throw line, just not a whole lot that have been converted. Ayla on the season, 43% at the stripe. Fires the first, spit out to the left. Jaylee Bohach checks back in for Graves. So Jaylee for Jayla. As Pittman back to the charity stripe. Second on the way for Ayla, knocks down the second. First point of the day for Ayla Pittman. 15-point advantage, wide open Grace Moore, right block, too easy on the cherry pick. 17-point advantage, Kimball. And that ball going to be poked away, and Grace Moore picks up the foul. That's just her first, no need to worry, but another chance at the free throw line for Morrill. This time it'll be Claire Edwards. 45% on the season for Claire Edwards at the stripe. Morrill's going to start having to capitalize on these free throw opportunities if they want things to get back in reach. Edwards' first free throw, spit out to the right. Edwards back for her second. That one won't fall either as Hottel rips down the rebound for Kimball. Now, this ball almost taken away by Carrizales. Hottel maintains control. Hottel to Olson, now batted around. Carrizales pulls it away, and a foul going against Kimball. Looks like Clarica Hottel will pick it up. Make sure that is the case. Brock Ayler on the far side. It is, so Clarica Hottel picks up her fourth. First to really reach foul trouble in this contest on either side as Madison Carrizales now comes to the line. 56% on the season is Madison. Fires her first straight through the cylinder. Carrizales another opportunity. Fires straight through as she knocks down the pair. 15-point advantage. Kimball still after the free throws. Olson, pocket picked by Edwards. Claire Edwards trying to go coast to coast. Crossover on Hottel, can't convert at the hoop. Addie Olson pulls it down. Now Addie Olson trying to work quickly. Faith Bohach wide open. Jaylee Bohach on the right side. Caitlin Walker called for the foul as the bucket won't fall. But Jaylee Bohach will come to the line. Caitlin Walker's second foul of the contest. Jaylee Bohach, 47% at the stripe on the season. This is Bohach's first visit of the day. Jaylee fires her first, knocks it down. Joe Perry into the contest for Grace Moore. Emma Hayward for Caitlin Walker.
Emma Hayward.
16-point advantage, Kimball. Bohach back for her second. Knocked down the first. Can't knock down the first. Rebounded by Allison Ott on a hop. Edwards driving right down the middle of the lane, throws it to the glass. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Emma Hayward. Flips it back to Edwards, but she was on the line when she did it. Turnover, Morrill. Back to Kimball we go. 22.5 seconds left here in this third quarter of action. Addie Olson will trigger in once again. Olson surveys, looking, gets it to Perry. Perry back to Olson. Olson near side working against Edwards. It'll go into the scorer's table, stay with Kimball. So now Jaylee Bohach will come into the backcourt as backup for Addie Olson to trigger this ball in. Bohach now at the controls, hands off to Olson, right wing. Trying to get a look at three, it looked like there. Didn't have it. Hotel now on a handoff. Drives to the free throw line. Kicks out to Bohach. Bohach, full head of steam towards the basket. Can't get it to fall, and it's going back to Morrill. .9 seconds and one dribble for Edwards as we head to the fourth quarter. 27-11, Kimball leads Morrill. We're back after this on KNDB TV for the fourth quarter.
Means yard work. Your friends at Tri-City Stormwater wants to remind you of the proper way to dispose of fallen leaves. Leaves make great mulch for trees and bushes and compost for future gardens. The city also has yard waste bins, so they can dispose of all your leaves at the city compost facility. Always keep your leaves out of the gutters. Not only do they cause clogging and flooding, they can pollute our waterways by causing nutrient overload. So keep your yard looking good and your drinking water safe, because it's our water, our responsibility.
Trey Harmon back with you, fourth quarter of action, KNDB TV. Morrill, Kimball, Western Trails Conference semifinal action. Michaela Dykes will trigger it in as Morrill has it to begin the fourth quarter, 27-11. Dykes to Edwards begins this possession. Walker, middle of the lane, can't get it to fall. Spit out to the right side, and Faith Bohach will come down with it. Bohach still has it, but loose on the floor. Now Jaylee Bohach will come away with it. Jaylee Bohach screaming towards the basket, lays it in on a fast break. Jaylee Bohach starts out the fourth quarter with a bang, 29-11. Things getting out of reach for Morrill. Edwards, crossover move as she crosses midcourt. Left side pass, Michaela Dykes, back to Edwards. Now Ott. Morrill's just got to start shooting the basketball. Dykes, baseline, nowhere to go. Gets back to Pittman. Her mid-range jumper won't fall. Dykes tracks it down on her long rebound. And now a timeout by head coach Alicia Hawkins, 30-second timeout. We're back after this.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Trey Harmon back with you. KNDB TV coverage of the Western Trails Conference Tournament. Morrill calls the timeout. That's their second one that they've used, as they're just trying to get something going offensively. Not a whole lot so far in this contest. It's on the floor for Morrill. It's Dykes, Edwards, Pittman, Walker, Ott, and for Kimball, Perry, Bohach, Olson, and Graves. Edwards, straightaway three on the way. Started the game with one, can't convert here. Crashing for the rebound is Perry and Dykes. It'll go to the Kimball side of the floor. Addie Olson triggering it in. Thought she was going to heave one deep. Instead flicks it to Perry and gives it back to her. Addie Olson now against Claire Edwards down the sideline. Addie Olson, left elbow jumper, won't fall. Now Ayla Pittman on the long rebound. Pittman streaking down the sideline, pumps the brakes to let her teammates catch up. Walker in the corner. Walker drives inside. Can't convert from point blank range once again. Bohach has it on the rebound. It was Faith. Jaylee Bohach at the controls, 29-11. 18-point advantage, feels like 50 right now for Morrill. Perry, handoff, Jaylee Bohach. Bohach, spin move, free throw line. Picks up her dribble, kicks out Addie Olson, head fake. Now cuts back. Addie Olson feeds, Faith Bohach. Bohach, left side, can't convert. Ayla Pittman, ball batted around. Now Graves is fouled as she goes up. So Jayla Graves will come to the charity stripe. That foul belongs, it looked like it is Allison Ott, her first.
That's her first. We'll say number 13, Jayla Graves from the free throw line.
Jayla Graves, first on the way, misses off to the right. Graves 48% on the season at this mark. Now gets set to fire her second. Spit off to the right, and Michaela Dykes now has it. After the rebound, after the two misses by Jayla Graves. Caitlin Walker working down the floor, and a foul going to be called on Joe Perry. Third foul on Joe Perry, as Morrill will now trigger it in from the near side. Dykes near side to Carrizales to begin. So Carrizales picks up her dribble, working against Perry, has to get rid of it, gets it to Allison Ott. Ott, bounce pass, Dykes, Dykes to the corner. It's Pittman. Pittman, back to Carrizales, now Walker. Walker works left, now back to the right on a pass to Pittman. Her three on the way, can't get it to fall, and that ball gonna go out of play. Back to the Kimball side of the floor we go. 29-11, your score. Addie Olson from the baseline will trigger it in. And now a foul against Faith Bohach. She was trying to get free from the pressure. So Faith Bohach picks up her third. 29-11, your score, 5:41 remaining. Carrizales, Ott. Dykes. Morrill just not keen to shoot the basketball. Carrizales fires one off eventually. That misses off to the right. Walker with the rebound. Caitlin Walker trying to get free. And now a body block or an offensive foul going to be called against Caitlin Walker. So that's the third on Caitlin. And now a timeout for Kimball. Full timeout, we step aside. Kimball leads it, KNB TV.
You deserve to have a building that will last for generations. With more than 110 years of experience and thousands of satisfied customers, Morton Buildings is the industry leader you can trust. If you're planning for a garage, farm shop, horse barn, storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, there's no better time to buy. Contact your local Morton sales office or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started today.
I would definitely recommend Allo's business services to other companies. Allo's next-gen firewalls have allowed us to tie 6 physical locations together along with numerous remote employees to produce and collaborate and generate content for our local radio group. It is very important for Nebraska Rural Radio Association to have the best in internet and phone service. We rely upon that every single day. Allo provided me with a solution that fit our needs. They have a quality product, great technical support, and a local presence.
Back with you, Morrill and Kimball battling for a chance to take on Bridgeport tomorrow in the Western Trails Conference Championship. Kimball has the ball after an offensive foul just a turnover by Kimball, or by Morrill. So Kimball has it. Addie Olson now. It's a screen from Bohach. Now she has it. Addie Olson dribbles right, handoff Perry. Perry, another handoff to Jaylee Bohach. Claire Edwards ready to re-enter this contest. Faith Bohach right block. Addie Olson steps around her defender. Floater from the middle of the lane. Won't fall, but she's coming to the line for 2. So Madison Carrizales picks up her second. And Addie Olson back to the line for Kimball. Addie Olson 1 for 2 in her appearances so far. Can't knock down this one. Claire Edwards re-enters alongside Grace Moore, who takes the place of Joe Perry. Caitlin Walker will actually be the player leaving the floor instead of Dykes for Morrill. So Olson now another chance after missing the first. Fires away, knocks it down. Edwards now for Morrill on the far side of the floor, bounce past Pittman. Her three on the way, can't knock it down. Rebounded by Ott, blocked away. Now Edwards has it. Claire Edwards, put back, won't fall. Back to the line go the Morrill Lions. See who the foul belongs to for Morrill. That foul belongs, or for Kimball, belongs to Addie Olson, her third. So Claire Edwards back at the line. Claire Edwards in this contest, 0 for 4 from the stripe. Fires her first, cannot get down either. Caitlin Walker back into the contest for Morrill, takes the place of Allison Ott, and Clara Cahotel back in as well, takes Faith Bohach's place. Edwards can't knock down her 6th free throw of the day. Jaylee Bohach at the controls for Kimball. Trying to feed Graves. Instead, she'll fire off a jumper after it was batted out of her hands, and Jaylee Bohach is taking control of this game. 15 points for Jaylee Bohach. Now it's Claire Edwards. Edwards kicks back to Dyke. Dyke blocked away by Olson. Addie Olson, Dykes collects, and Michaela Dykes stepped on the line. So Addie Olson with a block and then forces Michaela Dykes to step out of play. Into the contest for Kimball now is Deanna Solis. Claire Cahotel, and now a push going to be called against Michaela Dykes as Michaela Dykes picks up her second. So Claire Cahotel now will trigger in from the sideline. Pushes up the floor. Jaylee Bohach, head fake on a three, has a smile on her face as 2 defenders jumped with her. Hotel now works it straight away, kicks out, Solis. Deanna Solis, back to Hotel, poked out of play, last touched by Morrill, so stays with Kimball on this side. Hotel to trigger it in near side. Bounce pass, Graves. Graves working against Pittman. Graves loses it, taken away by Carrizales going the other way. Madison Carrizales, right block, converts. To Madison Carrizales, first field goal of the day for Morrill, or first field goal for her today. Now Addie Olson loses the ball near side, and that's going to be last touch by Kimball. So now Claire Edwards will trigger in on the near side. Madison Carrizales awaiting the inbound. 3 on the right block for Morrill right now. Solis exits for Kimball. Is replaced by Grace Moore. Edwards bounce past Carrizales. Edwards, right side, Dykes. 3 on the way for Michaela Dykes. Can't convert. Rebounded by Jaylee Bohach near side. Bohach, crossover, drives down the left side, loses it, stripped away by Claire Edwards. Edwards now going to be fouled by Addie Olson, who picks up her 4th. Allison Ott re-enters. Michaela Dykes, or make that Madison Carrizales to the bench.
Into the game for Morrill, number 14, Allison Ott.
Claire Edwards now. Right side pass to Dykes. Dykes back to Edwards. Edwards, Dykes, Walker. 3 on the way for Caitlin Walker. Knocks it down from the corner. Caitlin Walker just her 4th 3 of the season. The WNCC volleyball team in attendance cheering for Caitlin Walker and their future teammate. Now a foul on the opposite end. That'll go against Morrill. And that's Claire Edwards picking up her 4th. Addie Olson to the line now for Kimball. Addie Olson 1 for 2 in this quarter so far. Fires it and falls off to the right. Addie Olson second on the way. Fires with the right hand, can't knock it down. Caitlin Walker now streaking down the near side. Walker. Now jumper for Pittman, can't convert. Walker rips down the rebound. Walker from the right block, can't take it, or can't convert it. And now, Kimball back at the controls. Olson driving, spinning at the left block. She's fouled again. Back to the line she goes. See who that is for Morrill. That'll be Michaela Dyke's 3rd. So Addie Olson once again, her 3rd trip of the quarter to the line. Fires with the right hand, swirls out and falls out. Madison Carrizal is into the contest for Claire Edwards. 2:32 remaining in this contest. Olson fires the second. Can't convert. And Ott going to come away with the rebound for Morrill. Back to Caitlin Walker it goes. You want the ball in her hands if you're Morrill at this point. Walker driving right down the middle. Left side blocked away by Hotel. Now still loose. Walker rips it away. Now she's hacked on. And Addie Olson, if that's her 5th. See who that is. That's 5 for Addie Olson. So Addie Olson ends this with 2:18 remaining for Kimball. Graves will re-enter for the Longhorns to take her place. Caitlin Walker at the line, just her 1st trip today. Fires her 1st, knocks it down. 15-point game with 2:18 remaining. Walker back at the line. Fires her 2nd. Can't knock it down, but she tracks down her own rebound. Caitlin Walker now blocked away by Bohach, and she'll come back to the line. So Jaylee Bohach picks up her 3rd. Or check that, they're going to give that. No, that is Jaylee Bohach. Okay. So Caitlin Walker back to the line and a timeout for Kimball. Full timeout. We step aside with them on KEB TV.
In a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
Back with you for the last 2:15 of this one. Kimball and Morrill battling. 15-point advantage goes to Kimball. Caitlin Walker at the line for the Morrill Lions. First of the trip falls off for Walker. Didn't score her first points of the day till here in the 4th quarter. Has 4 total. Walker 2nd on the way, knocks it down. WNCC volleyball team goes crazy behind the Morrill bench. Grace Moore across the timeline for Kimball with their 14-point advantage. And now a stoppage of play as Allison Ott hits the deck. We step aside.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Box Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Back in action, Kimball Morrill. Allison Ott able to walk to her own bench. Hopefully nothing but the best for Allison Ott. 32-18 your score instead of 2 minutes to play. Grace Moore, handoff, Jaylee Bohotch on the Kimball side of the floor. Bohotch, handoff, Hottel, back to Moore. Trying to milk as much clock as they can. Wide open, Faith Bohotch. That pass intercepted, and a foul going to go against Graves of Kimball. So, both teams in the bonus at this point. So, Claire Edwards at the line now for Morrill. Trailing by 14 with 1:44 remaining. First is off the mark for Claire Edwards. Just a poor free throw shooting day for Morrill. And a day where you are horrified to tally them up and how many you missed at the end of the day. Edwards next on the way, knocks it down. Edwards 1 for 8 on the day. Grace Moore now working against Carrizales. Moore gets away from her. Now Moore pumps the brakes, brings it back out. Stolen away by Caitlin Walker, trying to go coast to coast. Walker on the right block, pumps the brakes, and one for Caitlin Walker. 21-32 now with 1:26 remaining. Caitlin Walker back at the line for a chance to complete the old three-point play. Foul belongs to Kimball's Grace Moore, her second.
Number 24, Grace Moore, that's her second.
Jill Perry enters the contest for Kimball as Walker's at the line. Caitlin Walker fires, can't convert. Jaylee Bohotch now almost has her pocket picked. Now near side. Going to be a technical foul for throwing the ball. Kayla Walker helps Jaylee Bohotch up. I understand trying to just keep the ball in play. It is what it is, but now Caitlin Walker has free throws. So that foul belongs to Jaylee Bohotch, her fourth. And now a discussion. As Jaylee called for throwing the ball at Caitlin Walker, trying to just keep it in play. I can't really blame her for it. Just a basketball play that was a little too aggressive. So Caitlin Walker to the line. So Bohotch. So now discussion continues about these free throws. So discussion continues. In the bonus, in this situation, happened right in front of me. I didn't, just kind of what happened. You're just trying to keep the ball alive. So now we continue to move things around, make sure everything's right. So there was 2 fouls at the same time. So Jaylee Bohach gets her bonus free throws is what it is, while Caitlin Walker will also have technical free throws afterwards.
There's also a foul on Kimball Walker of Morrill in that exchange. So Jelly Bohart will go to the free throw line before the technical is assessed.
So Jaylee Bohach gets 2 freebies here. Fires her first, knocks it down. So Bohach now will fire her second of 2. Knocks him down. So no words exchanged down here, just a basketball play that went awry. That led to the technical, which means Caitlin Walker now gets her 2 free throws. Walker can't knock down the first. Second on the way for Walker, can't convert either. So now Morrill will have the basketball on the near side. Madison Carrizales to trigger it in. Claire Edwards awaits. 13-point advantage, Kimball. Carrizales gets it in. Ott to Dykes. Dykes drives baseline, and now she kicks it back to Walker. 3 on the way, Caitlin Walker, too long, rebounded by Graves. Now Graves looking for an outlet. Gets it to Jaylee Bohach. Bohach behind the back crossover. Caitlin Walker working against her. Now Hottel has it, inside of a minute to play. Perry now. Hand off Jaylee Bohach. Bohach behind the back. Now flings it to the glass, and Jaylee Bohach will come to the line, fired up. So Claire Edwards will foul out of this contest as well. 49 seconds remaining. So Jaylee Bohach to the line as Emma Hayward enters for Morrill. Jaylee Bohach first on the way, knocks it down. Bohach ready to fire her second, give Kimball a 15-point lead. Does just that. Walker, right side, Dykes. And a turnover going back to Kimball's side of the floor. Perry. Near side, she'll be fouled. So we're going back to the free throw line on the Kimball side of the floor. Caitlin Walker picks up the foul.
That was the number 20, Caitlin Walker.
Nope, that's Caitlin Walker's 4th foul. Forgot to assess the one before the free throws. So Joe Perry at the line for Kimball. Can't knock down the first. Perry back to the line for her second. These bonus free throws can't knock down the pair. Caitlin Walker comes away with the rebound. 30 seconds remaining in the contest. Carrizales long 3 off the back of the cup, batted around, rebound gonna go to Faith Bohach. Bohach throws it off of the foot of Michaela Dykes, stays with Morrill, or stays with Kimball, excuse me. Joey Perry now. Near side, into my table. So now Perry will trigger it in near side. Pressure on for Morrill. Gets it cleanly to Hotel. 16 seconds left and another stoppage on the near sideline as Kimball will trigger it in once again. Clerica Hotel this time. And now an offensive foul as Graves lowered the shoulder. So now Jayla Graves actually is fouled out of this contest as well. So the way things are going to end up, Kimball will advance to take on Bridgeport tomorrow night in the WTC Championship game. As Dykes now crosses the timeline to Carazal as it goes. Madison across the court to Walker, poked away and into the Morrill bench. So Kimball now checks into the contest. It's Dakota Nunley taking the place of Jaylee Bohan. She played a fantastic game today for the Longhorns. This means Mitchell will take on Morrill tomorrow as Madison Carazal is now on the deck. 1.8 seconds remaining. So we keep it right here with 1.8 seconds remaining.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the very best. At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital. Exceptional care.
1.8 seconds remaining in this one. Hoping for the best for Madison Carazal. Kimball just needs to trigger this one in. Claire Gontel near side. Just needs to find a teammate, gets it to Nunley. Dakota Nunley just flings it towards the basket and behind it. So your final score in this one, 36-21. Kimball advances to take on Bridgeport tomorrow in the WTC Championship. We'll tally up the numbers, get you back with the final after this on KND-TV.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
Are new windows from Renewal by Andersen a great investment? You're darn right they are. Did you know that for less than your cable bill or cell phone bill each month, you could have new windows from Renewal by Andersen right now? Do the math. Renewal by Andersen windows will likely cut your energy bills significantly. They will likely substantially increase the value of your home. They're a great investment. Please contact our team now and ask about our fantastic financing options with approved credit right now. Renewal by Andersen, a great...
Back with you to tally up the numbers in this one. Kimball advances to the WTC Championship tomorrow. Your final number in the score department, 36-21, Kimball wins it. Let's take a look at the scores for Kimball. Jaylee Bohach, 19 points, the offensive powerhouse for the Kimball Longhorns today. 5 points for Addie Olson, 4 for Claire Cahotel, 3 apiece for Grace Moore and Jayla Graves. Carson Chesley with 2 for Kimball, who advances to 11-8 on the season. Meanwhile, Morrill now 14-7. 4 points apiece, Madison Carrizales, Claire Edwards. 3 for Michaela Dykes, Allison Ott had 2, 7 for Caitlin Walker, and 1 for Ayla Pittman. We now get you set for the first boys semifinal between Mitchell and Kimball coming your way next here on KNEB TV. Coming your way tomorrow, WTC Championship game